Hello friends. So in this video, I am going to discuss with you emotion development part 2. How these emotions develop in human being from infancy to childhood and finally to adolescence. These are the three important stages where emotional development takes place. I suppose you understand infancy is the period from 0 to 2 years. From 2 years to almost 13 to 14 years, we call it the childhood, late childhood, middle childhood, or early childhood, and from 13 to where teen starts, very important stage, at adolescence or teenage. So, during these three stages, what are the stages and which emotions develops? So, we are going to discuss today in this video. Now, let us start our today's video, that is emotional development part 2. Dear friends, as you know, emotions are psychophysiological response to some internal as well as external stimulus. How they develops? An infant have generalized pleasant emotions, which is represented by various verbal and non-verbal responses. You call it as when there is an infancy. During infancy, the emotions are pleasant only, and how that infant respond to that emotions or manifest those emotions through verbal and non-verbal responses. Second part is infants have generalized unpleasant emotional response pattern. They have generalized pleasant response pattern also, whereas unpleasant response pattern that is manifested by the negative body language. Take a small example. If you love a infant, she is very cute. You are tempted to pick up and cuddle her. During that process, something, suppose you are trying to pick up and your nail, fingernail or thumbnail get sting to his body, soft body. That in that process, the infant feels some unpleasantness. And next time, when you try to pick up the same infant or cuddle her, that that behavior of that individual or that infant will be negative body language. She may show some repulsive behavior or may not like to come with you. That is known as negative body language. What is that manifested? See, this is not an emotional response, but this is a manifestation by negative body language. I mean to say that here. So, in the first month, infant develops joy and despair. These are two important emotions that are the primary emotions which gets developed in the first month itself after the birth. In the third month, ability to respond to smile by smiling. So if a baby or the infant is of 3 months old and if you smile, and remember that smile has to be your original one, real one smiling. This means that infant will respond with smiles. So this is the third month where emotions move that way. Up to the second year or when the infancy is at the end and childhood is going to be start or there is a child in threshold of childhood, three main emotions get developed, that is love, fear and anger. Up to that period, up to 24 months or 2 years, that child learns to discriminate between others emotions and their meaningfulness. Means when an individual is manifesting some type of emotions, what that individual wants to say or wants to present through that emotion. Child start comprehending these things and what is the meaning of particular emotions. And up to that stage or up to 24 months, emotions are largely uncontrolled. Child have no control over emotions. If she feels like to smile, like to cry, like to show some disgust or show some fear, or some anger, they will show irrespective of where you are standing or what you are doing. Child have almost no control over their emotions almost up to 2 years. 2 to 4th, yani second to fourth year. This is very important. Envy or jealousy to other siblings starts. This is after infancy is over, when child on the threshold of childhood, there start in envy or jealousy. One more thing, curiosity also develops. When there is a curiosity, child start asking questions. This is an important point. And here is the point where empathy starts developing, starts forming in a child. For your easiness, I'll explain empathy. Empathy means putting yourself in others' shoes. Means if someone is feeling some emotion or some have some deep or intense feeling, when you are able to experience the consequences of that feeling or emotion yourself, that is known as empathy. And up to fourth year, emotions means after fourth year, emotions develops in infancy, gets intensified, refined during this fourth after fourth years. And due to that, when your emotions are intensified and refined, the communication with others gets more meaningful. Means individual both that infant also and the other individual start communicating in a meaningful way due to the intensification or refinement of the emotions which get developed during the infancy. Fifth year onwards, when child is ready for the school, or you can call it formal schooling, child start worrying and dependency on parents decreases. What decreases means they start dressing themselves, start tying their shoelaces, taking food themselves and everything these start. And here comes the role of peers. The peer group also start developing. Due to the peer group, the individual, the child starts shows sympathetic and pro-social behavior towards the peer as well as the society. Fifth to seventh year, emotions are more regulated and controlled now. As I told earlier, up to 24 months or the 2 year, emotions are largely uncontrolled. But when child enters into sixth year or to seventh year, emotions are more regulated and controlled. The coordination of social skills with one's own and others' emotions improves. And this is the point, dear friends, fifth to seventh years, where sign of emotional intelligence emerges. So you have to be very careful about that. When your child is in the stage of fifth to seventh years, then you must understand that your child at the emotional intelligence of the child has start emerging and you have to be very careful about that, because emotional intelligence is very important as discussed by the or given by the Slovian mayor and popularized by the Goldman. Seventh to 10th year, awareness of multiple emotions toward the same person at the same time. Individual starts experiencing, this means child start experiencing different emotions or multiple emotions toward the same person. Earlier it was unimotions, means a child has to express only one type of emotion at a time. But here, multiple emotions at the same time with the same person. Expression of emotions through behavior is more common, and then comes the ability to differentiate between genuine and fictitious emotions also develops. So, dear friends, one thing, if someone greet you, some child greets you, and in that case, you have to pass a genuine smile. If you pass an artificial smile or some differentiated manifestation of your smile, child starts understanding whether that individual has responded with your genuine emotion or fictitious emotions. So it's very interesting. 7 to 10 years, child start differentiating between these two type of emotions. At the 11 to 10 to 13 years, child becomes socially sensitive and start anticipating emotional specific behavior. Here means suppose your father, your mother or teacher is happy. The child can anticipate what type of behavior my parents or my teacher will manifest. Or in vice versa, if someone is angry, child will anticipate what may happen. This is 10 to 13th year. And learns the meaning of relationship. What is the meaning of father? What is the meaning of chacha, mama, bua? These things, why they are called that way, the child starts understanding. And dear friend, the last point is 13th year onwards, child enters into adolescence period, which is called as a period of stress and storm by G. Stanley Hall. Due to growth spurt, adolescents experience emotional rush, a flood of emotions, and the intensity of emotional experience is larger and shift from one emotion to another. This means the shifting becomes easier and more often. Means some adolescent is experiencing happiness, immediately that happiness will be more intensified, and immediately that happiness will be shift from sadness, from again sadness to happiness. This means that is more often and more faster. So dear friends, that ends our today's video. These are the references, you can always cross check them. And next video will be cognitive development. We are going to discuss with some fine examples from your daily life. And till that time, if you have any comment or any suggestion, you can write in my comment box or at my email vermasujit@yahoo.com. One more thing, if you like it, like this video or its contents, you can share with your friends, your teachers, your parents or interested in psychology. If you don't like it, kindly share with me. I will certainly improve it and come with the best results for you. Dear friends, till that time, thanks for watching this video and bye bye. Meet you.